Great. So now we're going to move on to a totally different subject, and let's warm this up now, Sherry. What's happening there? What do you think?
Well, basically, we believe that the corruption, it's got to be corruption and collusion that is going on. It covers the CSA, it covers the CMEC, it covers the ministers, it covers the secretaries, it definitely covers the court. It just goes like that.
On and on and on.
Yes.
The DWP,
Yep.
selling information,
Yep.
selling identities.
Yep.
You know, it could go on and on forever. And I believe one of the tactics of these government bodies, especially the CSA, they seem to withhold information and hold it back
Yes.
so that it takes you out of a time limit to provide that information.
Yes.
Have you had any experience of this?
Yes, we have. There's a case that I've mentioned before that we've got ongoing at the moment. And just to get right to the crux of it is basically a gentleman tried to appeal to the court against the liability order. The magistrate granted him for leave for the appeal. He sent the appeal in, sent his cheque in for the cost. The cheque was cashed mid-October. What the CSA basically did was gave him the incorrect address to send the appeal into the court. Yes, they actually gave him the CSA's address in Accrington. So he went there. It then bounced along from there, however many weeks it took, to their Belfast office. And then it bounced from the Belfast office then to the correct department in the court, hoping that the appeal, because you only have 28 days, would be out of time.
Right. This is something that we've covered again already, isn't it?
Yes.
I've had experiences of two guys come and see me within Ian Pearson for Labour's constituency who've had problems with the CSA, and they've said that the MP Pearson hasn't been very helpful whatsoever. Pardon me. What's your experience of this with MPs? Do they tend to help the people?
The feedback we've got from MPs, about MPs from various members and people who have contacted us so far has been, how can I term it, wishy-washy to say the least.
Not very helpful.
No, we've actually had a member who actually just this past week contacted us, who went to his MP and said, right, he gave him all the paperwork, and he actually gave him everything that he said, look, I don't, again, it's for arrears. I don't owe these arrears. There is the reason why I don't owe the arrears. I need you to find out where they've come from and why they say I'm in arrears. The MP said, right, leave it with me. So the MP did. The person then contacted the MP again and said, have you had any response? Yes, I have. And the MP actually turned around, and I'm laughing because it's comical, turned around and said, basically the CSA say that you owe the arrears are your fault. It's upon you to pay them back. And he went, sorry, it's out of my hands.
See, now, this is where the MPs are failing in public duty. This is where the 7 principles of family life aren't being adhered to. And, you know, this is what bugs me. This is what I'm saying. I believe that the MPs are there just as a smokescreen.
Yes.
And, you know, they're not worth the salary or the paper their names are written on to help the public. And, you know, this information that I'm getting is coming from members of the public, it's coming from different people, and it's a continual aspect. I believe, seriously, after learning from Brian Gerrish, that the MPs, especially where the Labour government's concerned and being part of the Fabian Society and Common Purpose, that they're there just as an army to shelter Gordon Brown, Tony Blair, and the rest of the conniving people that are in government. And, you know, where the corruption's concerned, I don't think you get any bigger corruption than with your MPs and their expenses. My own MP, Ian Pearson, applied for a quad bike, you know. It's true. I'm not kidding.
Does he live on a farm?
Well, he ought to. Animal farm, I think. And he said it was to get round his constituency.
Oh, right.
No, to say that we live in a built-up area, you know, is taking the piss. Because, you know, there's no fields, there's nothing, but he needed a quad bike. I suppose he needs a second arm as well, and a caravan and a yacht and anything else the government to give him, or the daft taxpayer as such.
Yeah.
You know, so you talk about corruption, and this particular MP, last year, his brother is a financial advisor. He only did this woman or different people out £600,000, I think it was. I had the story from the Express and Star. So you can't do me for defamatory, Mr. Mr. Pearson, although you'd probably like to. And this was the information that I got. So, do you know, there was a statement from the Express and Star, that paper, and do you know what it said?
Yeah.
He stated, he says, of course, I'm nothing like my brother, or I'm nothing like the person that has done this. No, you're worse, because your corruption is in government, and never mind 600,000, yours runs into millions. It has to be stopped. The public are aware. So, I think I've had my belly full of this tonight. I'm going to close now, and maybe hand you over to Morris in a little while. I believe Roy and Morris are going to have a chat, and I'm going to get out of here. So keep your eyes peeled.